Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. Y'all, thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. And if you're someone who is brand new, thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. And this is a reading that I do once a week. It usually comes out on a Monday or a Tuesday, but as you can hear, I'm a little bit under the weather, so I was just laying down for a couple of days. And so this is a little bit late coming out on a Wednesday, but please remember that whenever you get this reading, it's always going to be for the next 7 days, okay? It's always going to be for a current week. So whenever you find this, right, whether it's this week or not, it is always going to be for the current week. All right, so thank you to those of you who did book through the holiday special. Thank you so much for doing that, and I promised you that I'm going to try and stay on track. And if you haven't had your reading yet, if you're due today, you will get it this evening. All right, thank you so much for all the ways you love this channel. So I do this reading, like I said, once a week. I do read from Aries to Pisces, if you're unfamiliar. I read from Aries to Pisces. I mark everything down in the description, so you can just scroll this video for what you need. And please stop watching tarot just for your sun sign. You don't have the picture. You don't know what's going on. If you have been watching tarot for just your sun sign, please go to the internet, find a free natal chart that'll tell you your moon and your rising. Because what kind of Aries are you? You know, not every Aries is the same. Why? Because you have different moon and rising energy. And of course, everything else that's in your chart, but you don't need to be an astrologer to find out what your moon and rising are. And watch for those. You'll probably find out that your rising probably resonates more than your sun sign. All right. Enough blah blah, let's get on with it here. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week. For the next 7 days, my friend, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right. Tell me about Aries. Woo! Aries, something's coming that you don't see, my friend. There's a rumble in the distance. You've been feeling it, but you don't know what it is. It's something that's about to change. We have a full moon here, and full moons are about closing chapters, and what comes after the end is the beginning. So it feels like you don't see some sort of change coming here. It feels like you have let go of something. Tell me more about this. You've let go of regret, of sadness. There's something that was making you sad, and it feels like, I think with the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, it feels like you're letting go of some bad feelings, or dark feelings, or feelings of like not, it's like the moon energy hides things, right? Things are not as they really are. Things are not as they seem, because the moon gives us a limited amount of light. And if a little bunny is hopping across the backyard and the yard light goes on, it might show this to be, you know, some sort of great big creature, but all you're seeing is the shadow of the little bunny, right? So things are not exactly as they appear. And I want to say that I feel that you've let go of some sort of regret here, or sadness from the past. And I think it is about love, or about someone that you have love feelings for, because we do have the 3 cups in the water, but we do have 2 cups right there hanging in the tree. So what you don't see, what might be in the moon energy, is love energy. But it feels like you've let go of the situation, Aries, like you've just let it go. Brava to you, my friend. You just let it go. And I feel like you let go of the regret. You let go of letting the darkness scare you and not knowing what's coming up. I think you've decided that you're just going to go with the flow, take life as it comes. I like it. Which is not normal for Aries. Aries is usually like making their own path, right? Always running at the shiny thing. There you are. The Page of Wands, right? That's what I was just talking about. Going after the shiny thing, not really planning it, not really, doing things a little bit impulsively. So I do want to say, though, that it feels as though in order to be able to release yourself, I think you released yourself from something that's going to allow more movement. Because the Page of Wands is here, and it's someone who is acting on impulse. Tell me more. For a new beginning, what's this, Aries? What's going on here this week? We've got 2, do we? The 8 of Cups is in the distance. What's this? The Knight of Wands. Someone is heading out to find the other 2 cups. That's what it looks like. You're making an impulsive decision to find the other 2 cups. I think where you are right now, maybe you might feel as though you're settling for something. All right, these two came out, so we'll keep them. So I want to say that you have regret over a past situation, something that you wished could have turned out differently, but it didn't. I don't think that it keeps you up at night at all, Aries, but I think that it's still on your mind, and I think it's deep, deep within you. That's why the moon is here. I think that you are, you're in an energy of letting go, which is the full moon eclipse energy that we just went through, right? At the end of October. We're still feeling that energy. It feels like you're about to make some sort of an impulsive decision to reach out to someone. The Page of Wands is here. And I feel like it might be someone from your past because the Page of Wands is facing into the past. So it feels like you are about to, we've got a couple of pages here. It's like new beginnings. It's like something you've never done before, gone back to the past impulsively to let go of something. It feels like you need to release because it's kind of deep within this moon energy and it's confusing and dark and you don't like it. It makes you sad. I feel like you're going to be reaching out to someone this week and not for any other reason other than possibly to have some closure. Or it could be for some of you because you were settling for a certain thing in your life and now you've decided that you are worth more. Look, we have the full moon in the background here in this picture as well. Someone who's taking one last look at the situation and walking out the door. I want to say that you are thinking about leaving a situation, leaving a job, maybe selling your business. It's something that is that you felt that you were settling for, but it feels like you're no longer settling. You're going to wander out to find the other two cups. And the Knight of Wands tells me that you're going to do it soon, like in the very near future. So if it's not this week, it's not too far off in the future. We'll have to wait to see your reading that'll come out later today, Aries. So we have the Five of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Look, it feels like you have been hesitating about a new beginning, about moving forward to a new passionate beginning. And I think you've been hesitating because there's something here you have to let go of. You have to let go of something first, and you don't know if that's going to make you too sad. Like, I feel like you're at the crossroads right now. I feel like you're at the Two of Wands. Okay. Hang on a sec here. Charlie just told me to find the Two of Wands, and we're going to look at the cards that are around the Two of Wands. Give me a second here. Feel free to fast forward, but I do what I'm told. Hang on. Okay, now I'm going to pause for a second. Hang on. All right, there we go. Rather than have you fast forward. So I found the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is here. We've got Victory to the right, and we've got the High Priestess to the left. So it feels like you know that there's something in your gut that's pulling you in a direction that's going forward to the future. But I feel like you have to leave something behind first, something that you've been doing sort of in a Groundhog Day. Like it's like you know that you are worth more or deserve more or want more, but you are hesitating to leave, I feel. Charlie just told me as I was looking for the Two Wands, right? There's two wands right here. So it feels like the Two of Wands, somebody wants victory and there's going to be communication. I feel like you're going to reach out to someone. 6 and 2 is 8. You're going to reach out to someone because your gut won't leave you alone. That's what I think it is. Your gut will not leave you alone. You need to have this new beginning. And it makes you it makes you sad to have to start over at this point. But there's a lot of things that people don't know. That maybe there's a disconnect. The reason that you're sad is there's a disconnect of whatever you're letting go of, whether it's a relationship or a job or a house you can't afford. It feels like there's a disconnect in the Pentacle world, and that there is things that people don't know. The Seven of Swords is here. So what's being concealed in some sort of a place where you're feeling in lack in your Pentacle world, it feels like you are concealing how you feel about someone here. That's what's making you sad. So I feel like you're releasing someone. We saw the 8 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You're releasing someone to go find romance elsewhere. That's what it feels like. I feel like the place that you're at right now is a Pentacle place. It's a place where we talk about money, things, buying houses, buying cars, going out to dinner, and being on Instagram with all of it. That's what that feels like there. This feels like a real depth of love. It feels like there's a lot of romance, and I really got to say my thing, but I feel like there's someone here that you've been disconnected disconnected from for a while, and I think it's making you sad. I think you're about to embark on something with this person with the Page of Pentacles here. I feel like you're headed out for this new passionate beginning here. There's the Four of Wands, my friend, and the Ten of Swords. Look, I can't even write that stuff. The Four of Wands and the Ten of Swords says it's over. Whatever you've been doing playing house, it's over. And it's a relationship, most likely. Maybe you're living with this person. Maybe you're dating them for a while. But we have the Eight of Swords. You're hesitating. You're hesitating, and on the bottom of the deck again, we have the Eight of Cups. You're hesitating, but you are no longer going to be hesitating in the very near future. You're making a very big decision, or you're going back to someone from the past. Look, I'm just going to say the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands are both facing into the past. This is somebody who you're not sure even wants to be your friend anymore, because it's been a long time. The Five of Pentacles is here. It's been a long while since we spoke to each other. There's 2 5s though, and that's the good news, because for me, 2 5s means quick change. Very quick change, so it's happening very soon, my friend. If I get through all of this without losing my voice, that'd be lovely. All right. Sorry for the coughs and all of that. All right, Taurus, here we go. My bull gang, thank you so much for watching this. I appreciate you in all the ways that you've been loving on this channel. Thank you for your bookings. If you got in on the recently ended sale, thank you so much for doing that. All right, Taurus, here we go. This is your sneak peek for this week, my friend. Sneak peek for this week for Taurus. If you're interested in a private read, by the way, yeah, you can look in the description, and everything you need is there, although there is no longer a sale on. Okay. All right, you can look at my pricing there if you like. Taurus, let's take a look. Let's take a look, Taurus. It's coming up this week. The Knight of Swords, somebody's coming in. So it looks like something's about to happen quickly, because I see this one as kind of like the intruder. Like, not in a bad way, but I feel like this one crashes in, and, you know, it's like they crash in and they just say all their words. Do you know what I mean? It feels like somebody who is moving very quickly, or something that's moving very quickly here. Tell me more about Taurus. Something you don't see, my sweet. I've got the Four of Swords, 5 of Swords in total here. I want to say that what you don't see is that someone is coming in to heal something with you, Taurus. It feels like with the Four of Swords here, it's like you haven't been really speaking to them. It's been quiet. That moon energy could indicate that. But it also, the Four of Swords to me is like when you're healing yourself, when you are in deep healing, and if you ever have been, you know how little you communicate with people. Maybe not at all. They're like, where'd you go? You fell off the earth. But it could be a mental healing, a physical, a spiritual healing. Take it as it resonates. The moon energy is here to say that I think that you are in healing when something comes your way that you're not expecting. This, I feel, is a bit of a shock, or it's intrusive, it feels. And I don't mean in a bad way, you know what I mean? It's like someone crashes back into your life. And I say back into your life because we're not going to ignore that the Knight of Swords is facing the past. For some of you, it could be that you don't see someone from your past who is about to crash into your healing time, or the time that you've been spending by yourself or away, not really talking to people. But the 5 Swords indicates to me that there is something here that I feel that has stopped you from communicating or talking with somebody here. And it might be because we have fundamental differences. Maybe we don't believe in each other's religious path or spiritual path, spiritual versus religion. It could be something like that, but it doesn't have to be. It could be, you know, maybe your family is Mexican and my family is German, and they want to raise the children speaking German and not Spanish. Like, it could be something very fundamental, you know what I mean? Like a deal breaker. All right. Excuse me. We have the 7 of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So it's been quiet. I feel it's been quiet, and what you don't see coming is that somebody who is concealing something from you is about to speak up. The Queen of Swords is here, and that's the one who liberates themselves. They're not scared to lose you, so they're not scared to say what they got to say. But we have 4 and 5 and 6 swords. So somebody is coming in to get the honest truth, and they're about to liberate themselves, and then depending on what they get from you, they're going to move on, or they're going to move on with you, because there's 6 swords here. But understand that they're all split up, right? First, we have to get through the healing and the conversation, and maybe the shock of, look, I got something to say. You got to listen to me this time. It could be something like that. It feels like that energy. So somebody might be coming in to say, look, we've had this conversation before. Can you just let me speak? Yeah. I think what you don't see something coming here. It's being concealed from you. The 7 of Swords does indicate that maybe there's a little bit of something that you don't see. Manipulation, someone trying to outfox you, someone who might not give you the whole truth, or you don't trust them to. Ooh, Taurus. That's what it is. Somebody is going to have a rude awakening here. It feels like whatever illusion that you've built, the two of you, I don't know who built it, but whatever the illusion is that you built between you, like the tower, I feel like it's about to fall. And the illusion here, I think, is that we had to be silent with each other. I think that finally the Queen of Swords, whoever that person is for you, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, that person I feel is the one that's crashing in. Remember I said that the Knight of Swords is the one that will crash in, right? We'll just kind of picture it as them like running into a room of people and saying, wait, everybody listen, I have something to say. It's like, that's what I see this as here. So there is some sort of an upheaval and a change coming. You're going to receive the truth about something, like the absolute painful truth about something. And I don't say painful in a bad way, but I mean cringe-like. It feels like it was something that you may have already known, but when it does come to the surface, you're like, what? Like, am I really that psychic? That's what it feels like. So there's some sort of truth that's going to be revealed once the tower falls. I always explain to you the tower is like standing up against this big stone building, and that's all you can see in front of you, right? If you look up, it's stone. You look down, it's stone. But once the tower falls, you can see across the other side, and all of a sudden there's realizations that there's another side to the tower. And so it feels like something here that's being revealed to you this week is something that is shocking to you. It's going to come to you probably not via message. It's probably going to come to you via someone saying, I got to talk to you. Can you please call me? And it feels like that. We've got the 5 of Cups. It's about something that was making you sad, something you couldn't stop thinking about, Taurus. Take it as it resonates, whether that's a person, place, or thing, situation. Maybe it's a job. Somebody has decided that they are taking inspired action. This tower is going to pull you out of the 4 of Swords, and it's supposed to be that way. It feels like it's supposed to be that way for a reason, but I want to say that I'm noticing 8 of Swords, 1 in the Queen's hand is 9, and 1 that this Knight of Swords is wielding is 10. This king, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, could be a Scorpio person we're talking about, could be Pisces or Cancer. I feel somebody is taking inspired action to come in and shock you with a bunch of truth. They're going to be very honest with you. They're going to be honest about how attracted they are to you. They're going to be honest about how they see you. It feels like this person sees you as someone who is someone who always goes after their goals and is successful. Now look, we have a feminine and a masculine here. Take it as it resonates, right? You could be the feminine or the masculine, right? None of these are pentacles, right? We're looking at very masculine energy. Swords and wands are masculine energy. Tell me about the tower. So I think something that you have been up in your head about is about to be cleared up for you. And I think that somebody is bringing in truth. And I think it's the King of Wands. Somebody has decided to walk away from the party. Yeah. I think that somebody here was in a situation that they thought was 9 of Cups, but it was actually an 8 of Cups situation. I feel like they realized that they were settling for something and no longer are interested in settling for 8 cups when they could have 10. It's somebody is realizing their self-worth, and it might be because they've become the king, and maybe they're just learning to speak up. Somebody spoke up, I think, and is leaving a situation here. This is someone who's been trying to leave a situation, and I don't think that anything has been standing in their way except themselves. right? They had to realize that what they really wanted and what they wanted to do. So I feel like after a lot of years, somebody who walked away is coming back that is your wish fulfillment. This is someone you want to see. And so for those of you who are going to get in the comments and say, no, this one, that one, and call somebody a bunch of names, this isn't for you. This isn't your reading. There's somebody here who has been waiting for someone to come back, and they've been waiting for them to speak with them and tell them the truth. That's what's happening here. And I do believe that although this comes in with a tower, an upheaval, and a change, I don't think your life is ever going to be the same again. We have life-changing moments coming in here for you. Life-changing. Somebody's been hiding their anxiety. Now they're trying to be strong. They've been hiding their anxiety because I don't think they wanted to face the tower. And you don't get to choose whether you face the tower. That's the thing. I feel like somebody has been I feel like this person has learned a lot of lesson. Is very wise and very brave. And I feel like they're trying to brave through the 9 of Swords. Look, we started with a lot of swords. It's time to talk. That's what's happening this week. And for some of you, that could be the Emperor. And remember, when the Emperor is in the room, so is all the kings, right? So this is an Aries, but we could also be talking about Leo, Aquarius, Taurus. Yeah, for sure. Scorpio as well. All right. All right, all right. Whew, get out of that channel. It was a good one, but really gave me a lot of anxiety. I'm just saying, with all those swords, all that masculine energy, and the tower just has given me a little bit of anxiety. I'm just going to be honest. All right, here we go, Gemini. This is you, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for the next 7 days. Sneak peek for the week, my friend. Gemini, if you booked a reading, thank you so much for doing that. The sale is over, but thank you so much. And if you're still interested in a private read, there's room over at Wizio. Please look in the description for the link. All right, here we go. Tell me about Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the next 7 days. What do we got here? We have, so the next 7 days, and a 7 appears. 7 of Pentacles. We have the Strength card. We have the 8 of Cups. We have the 7 of Cups. Okay. What else is coming up for Gemini? We have the 4 of Swords. And the 5 of Wands. Star is here. Gemini, it looks like you've been waiting. It feels like you've been waiting. You've been waiting to disconnect. You're trying to find the courage to disconnect from a situation which no longer has any more growth. It feels like the 7 of Pentacles to me is always the seeds of intention and, nurturing and watching them grow. But at some point, you have to realize that the comfort zone is the 7. And you have to, if you want the 10, you got to get out of the comfort zone. I think that the 8 of Cups is doing just that. I feel like you no longer want to settle. I think you know your worth. I think you know that the situation you're in right now is one where you're not growing. And I think you're trying to find the courage to walk away. The 8 of Cups is about not only walking away from something that you're settling for, but it's also about going to find the 2 Cups. It's a realization that you have more worth, right? That you are worth the 10. You don't have to give up the 2. We've got 4 Swords, which is healing. We've got 5 Wands, which is you dragging your heels here. We've got 7 Cups, because it feels as though you're trying to make a decision, which is very overwhelming. The illusion is that you can't make the decision. The problem is you don't want to hurt anyone. But the truth of the matter is life is tough. And if you want what you want, and you do deserve all 10 cups, you don't have to settle for the 8. It feels like that's what you're coming to the realization of in this week. And the realization, right, that you have some sort of manifestation or hope. For the Hierophant. So it could be someone who is a Taurus. It doesn't have to be. But it feels like if it is possibly you trying to reach out to your spirit team, right? The higher self, the star is connected to the universe, quite literally, from the heartstring. It's the heartstring that you still have from the place where you came from. Yeah. So maybe you have hope for Taurus. Maybe you have hope that you're going to be able to find your own path, because the Hierophant is that. They're on a traditional path, but their path nonetheless, the chosen path, right? And it feels like your higher self might be telling you, look, it's time. It's time to move on. The Six of Swords is here. It's time to move on because there is one more cup at least out there, and you want to find it, which is the 9. You want your wish fulfillment. Why are you walking away? It feels like this place, there's no more growth here, and you need to step outside the comfort zone in order to get more growth. Got the 9 Pentacles. You do become single. For some of you, this is a relationship that you're leaving because you know that it's not something that you foresee yourself being in for the long term. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Time to move on, it says on that clock. Time to move on. I think that's what you're doing. The Wheel of Fortune is telling you that the hand of destiny is here. The fated time for you to walk out would be right now, if that's what you're going to do. And it's only going to lead to a brand new beginning. I feel like you're holding on to something. Sorry for that. I think you're holding on to something here. I feel like you're shut off and shut down for the moment. Pentacles here. And I feel like in all of the busyness of your life, I feel like you're about to give someone else reciprocity. Someone who possibly has been waiting on you. The 3 of Wands shows up here. It sounds like a very interesting week for you. Let me know if that resonates, Gemini. All right. Cancer, here we go. This is you, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. It is for the next 7 days. It's the sneak peek for this week, my friend. Thank you if you are the one who has booked a reading with me, who took advantage of the sale over the last couple of months. And if you are still interested in a reading, they are quite reasonable to begin with in pricing. So please go over to Wizio. Everything you need is in the description. Here we go, Cancer. Let's talk about you this week, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's the deal? The deal is the 8 of Wands. What's under the 8 of Wands? 6 of Swords. All right. Somebody is moving on or moving forward. It's time to reach out and make communication with somebody, or things, because you have shook yourself free. I always say the six of Swords is like that for me, that you've shaken yourself free, because to me, those 6 swords are heavy. Why would you take them with you to start with, right? But it's all what's up in your head, right? It's lessons that you've learned. And I think that you have learned a lesson, and now you're no longer obstructed by the 6 of Swords. It's time to move forward. So I think things are about to speed up in your world. The Wanderer, oh, I like it. It feels like somebody is connected to themselves and had a realization that, you know, I always could do this. It almost feels like somebody who didn't believe they were psychic realizes that they have a connection to the universe that no one else has. It almost feels like you shook yourself free, things start to move quickly, and the Wanderer is the one who is looking for self. Looking for worth. Who am I? Do I come from the stars? Someone who is searching for self. And I think that the 8 of Wands tells me that this is the week that you're going to figure out some answers to some really big questions you've been asking. But I think it's going to come at you all at once, my friend. For others of you, it could be that there's communication coming in while you're in this state of, it's kind of to me, a cross between the Moon energy and the Hermit energy. That's how I feel the Wanderer. Got the 3 of Cups. 3 of Moons in this deck. We've got the High Priestess. There you are, realizing you do have psychic energy, realizing that you are the High Priestess, realizing that you have this thing in your gut that you need to take care of. And you got something to say. So the Knight of Swords is here. It feels like there is going to be some sort of a reunion. I think that you are moving forward, leaving the chaos of your thoughts behind, learning the lesson of the 6 of Swords, taking that energy with you. And I feel like you're moving forward, and I feel like it feels like you're going to be reaching out to someone, or someone will be reaching out to you. And it's going to end up in some sort of a reunion here where we have a really deep talk, Yeah, about not only are we in love or do we have feelings for each other, but the first thing we talk about is, I get it now. I feel like there's a Cancer person here who always called it luck, or, I'm just lucky. People tell me I'm just lucky. I think you're the person that sort of chalked it up to luck, but I think it's this week that you realize that it has nothing to do with luck. It has to do with divine timing. We've got moons here. It feels like a connection with the universe. You realize you really are psychic, and the things that you say happen, and the things that you know happen. That's why Cancer is so good at business, because Cancer's really psychic, whether they want to believe that they are or not. You could be a Cancer with Pisces in your chart. I feel like it's a realization, and you want to share it with somebody. Tell me who this Three of Cups is with here. Three of Cups, this reunion. Tell me what this is here, please. It's a celebration, or you're going to ask somebody out, or you're going to contact somebody, because the Knight of Swords is here with the Three of Cups. I think your gut is telling you to reach out to someone here, Cancer. We have the World card. It's someone that you have had an ending with, someone who you see as the 10 cups, all of the 10 cups. The one who makes you emotionally happy, the one who could fit into your family really easily. Maybe you have children. Maybe this person is a great father or a great mother. We have the Six of Wands here, and it tells me that it's victory after the fight. So I want to say that there was a fight that ended things, some sort of an argument or a fight. It feels like somebody closed the door permanently after that conversation. And it feels like you, with the Six of Swords, were stuck there for a while. I think you were stuck in that energy of, I don't know what to do next. But I do believe you've had some sort of a revelation about self, about your psychic energy, and that you got to tell somebody that there is something you have to say. And I think you want to do it in a celebratory way. So I think you want to invite them out for dinner, invite them to your house, but the problem is there's already been an ending here. But I think you're going to reach out regardless of what kind of ending it was. I feel that you think that you have lost out on your 10 cups because this door was closed. Now, I don't know if you closed the door or they did, but it was a door that was closed for a reason, because we're not going back to that old chapter. So you could be dealing with Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, or Leo. Pisces is here as well. So what have you got to say? The Nine of Wands. I'm sorry, I was scared. King of Cups. King of Moons, it says here. King of Cups. I really have deep feelings. And Five of Swords. Can we soften, get over? Can we talk about? Can we ruminate on our fundamental differences? Because with the King of Cups coming up with the Five of Swords, it tells me that somebody is really interested in finding the solution rather looking at the problem. So I feel like you're a solution type person. Yeah, with all of these, look at all these moons here. I feel like you're a solution type person, and I feel like you're really connected to yourself. And now you realize that you really didn't give up 10 cups at all. I feel like that the door closed because it was supposed to. And you were supposed to go your separate ways. And maybe now it's time to come back together. I think it is, because your gut is telling you to do it. So the Five of Swords with the King of Cups tells me that I think that you were scared to move forward in a situation. And I feel as though now you want to talk about it or work on it. Can we work on our differences? Can we love each other enough to get past these differences? The Five of Wands is here. It could be an argument. The Ten of Swords is here. And that's what brought it to an end last time. The argument brought it to an end. Or somebody was in indecision. So it could very well be, I texted you, you never texted me back. Or somebody texted you with a statement and said, don't call me back. It feels like there was an immediate ending here after a fight. But I feel like you want to see if you can revisit that. 2 fives for me. We got the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords. 2 fives for me is quick change. So I think this is the week where you're going to have some sort of quick change here. We have the Page of Wands. You're reaching out to someone, I think. Yeah, after heartbreak or after disappointment, you're reaching out to someone. You're coming out of hermit mode, my friend. That's Virgo energy right there. Finding out if this person is actually your Nine of Cups or not. Have all the cups poured out? I think you want the answer, and you're trying to find the courage to talk to this person. And I think you're just going to talk, because the Ace of Wands is in the is in the reverse. I feel like you're just going to talk. I don't think it's going to be approaching this person for passion or dating or anything. It feels like you just need resolve. It's going to cause a tower. It's going to pull somebody out of this energy here. This all might be going down by the next full moon, or maybe you've had this idea over this last full moon, and it's time for you. I feel like over this, maybe this last full moon, you could have been shaken out of your tree. Shaken out of the literal tree. I feel like maybe across this moon phase, maybe across this energy of the eclipse and things coming to an end, it also has brought realizations for you. All right. All right, Leo, this is you. This is your sneak peek for this week. It's for the next 7 days, my friend. Thank you if you're one of the ones that had booked an appointment with me over this time that I had this sale going on. The sale is no longer on, but if you are interested in a private read, please look below in the description. You'll find what you need. Link to Wizio, my email address if you need that. Please don't message me for prices. Prices are all on Wizio. All right, here we go. But I can answer any other questions. All right, here we go. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your sneak peek for this week. The next 7 days. All right. We've got the Knight of Swords. You got something to say. Somebody got something to say. Something's about to change quickly. What is this? Tell me about this. Got the Four of Swords and the Hierophant. Interesting. You know what I feel, Leo? It feels as though, well, for some of you, you could be dealing with the Taurus. First of all, we've got Four Swords and one with the Knight of Swords, and that's 5. And it feels like there is possibly an argument or fundamental differences, things we can't agree on. It feels like it's made you retract or try and get an understanding, a reasoning. It feels like you're thinking in the Four of Swords energy, which means to me you're not really communicating with anybody. You're kind of thinking about things, but you have something to say. I'm going to say that while you're in this healing place, that maybe the higher self, for some of you, the higher self is giving you downloads. Look, that card is, look, we have realization at the top of the staircase, which is knowledge. We have pink, which is downloads for the crown chakra. And so you're getting downloads, I feel, to the higher self. And it feels like that there is something that you're trying to reconcile. It's like you don't agree with a certain situation, whether it's at work, at home, in a relationship. And I feel like you're about to get some answers. We have the Five of Wands and the High Priestess in reverse. You've been fighting it. You've been fighting the fact that I think you're quite psychic. You can have water in the chart, but you don't have to, because as my experience is, that Leo is very good at listening to their intuition. I feel like there is going to be some sort of information that comes to the surface, or you realize something. The High Priestess in reverse is telling me something's being revealed. Look, the High Priestess is the quietest one of the bunch. She's just going to stay in her lane. I say she because there's a woman on the card, but I'm not reading body parts, reading energy, right? She is the one, feminine or masculine, that is going to stay quiet until they know that whatever is in their gut matches whatever is in the universe, right? They are stabilizing themselves with downloads. You can see the pink, right? The pink is here as well. They're stabilizing themselves with downloads. It's like all this information has been coming into you. But I want to say that you've been dragging your heels. You've been staying in this Four of Swords energy, maybe not really communicating with a lot of people, doing your own thing, staying in your own lane, trying to heal. It feels like there's some indecision about going in and just saying it, because the King of Swords the Knight of Swords is here. And the Knight of Swords is just going to run into the room, tell everybody to shut up, sit down, I got something to say. That's what it feels like here. But with the High Priestess in the reverse, it feels like you are breaking the silence here with somebody. I think you've got something to say. And I think you've got something to say because you've been listening to the universe. And I think you might think it's a change of mind or a change of attitude, change of heart. But I feel as though the universe is very heavily involved in some downloads that you're getting here lately. We have the King of Pentacles. So It could very well be that you're getting downloads about money, about what you want to do with your life, with the rest of your life. The King of Pentacles is the one who is the most stable, right? Financially stable. I've got a place to live, right? This person is someone who doesn't really have to look for opportunity. Opportunity finds them. But this person has wisdom beyond their years, right? The white hair indicated. This person has a lot of wisdom, and they're always listening to spirit, right? This person's got the wolf by their side, which is, spirit energy. Animals are probably attracted to you. You love animals. They love your energy. So I think something is coming to the surface, and you've got something to say. It could be about your pentacle life. It could be about your money. And the downloads that you're getting here, there's something here that you're hesitating on. But I think the universe, I think that your source is going to give you enough information for you to be able to speak eloquently, speak in a way where people listen. That's the Hierophant, right? You really have to deliver the message in a certain way in order to allow an authentic way, to allow people to see that you really believe what you're preaching. So whatever it is that you're about to preach to somebody, I feel like you want to say it now. You want to go now, but you're dragging your heels because you have indecision. Have I healed enough? Can I really talk this way? Can I really be calm in what I'm saying? And you're up in your head here as we head into the week ahead of this, after this 7 days. It feels like there is somebody here that you could be very, very attracted to, or a situation that you're attracted to because there's a lot of good energy there. It keeps the fire in your heart. This could be you, right? Queen of Wands, because we are in a general reading, so it's all three energies, right? Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. It could be that you really want to move forward here with someone that you have an incredible attraction to, someone who is just like you or mirrors your energy of happiness and fun and temperance. Look, I think that you're somebody who thinks you might be a lot. Maybe I'm too much, Elsie. Maybe I scare people off with my intense energy, with my intense leadership. Because look, if you're a Leo, you know all about intense, right? You take everything very intensely. And it feels like you're up in your head feeling like, should I slow down on this person? Like, should I temper my feelings? Should I tell them that I'm really attracted to them? I don't think you're going to be able to avoid it because of these major arcanas that are here. These are about changes that are coming at you, and you just got to learn how to figure it out. Yeah, I think after an ending, you're going to tell somebody that you've been waiting to be able to share your heart. I think it's been a long time. You've been hurt over and over and over again. That's why the hesitation is here, or indecision. We've got the Ace of Cups, which tells me that you're standing there with your heart on your sleeve, like you're wanting to open a new chapter, but you're waiting. And there's the Five of Wands, right? We got 5 and 3 is 8. So eventually they come together and there is communication. So I think that you might communicate with somebody, and you might try and hold back a little bit on your feelings or letting them know how you feel about them. I think that you're in a really good position and in your life. And I'm not saying that you're wealthy beyond belief, but I'm saying I think things are stable. You're making enough money to cover the bills and maybe just a tiny bit more. And I feel like things are kind of stable in your life right now. So this is a time where you're trying to find the courage to tell your soulmate that you're very much in love with them. There is somebody here that you're very, very connected to. And I think it's this person we were talking about here. This person is somebody that you are going to choose in love, but you're trying to find the courage to do that, right? You're asking the universe for strength. But listen, I always give the strength lecture. And that is, look, if you're saying, please, God, give me the strength, what is the universe going to do? We're going to send you situations where you have to be strong. So I feel like the hesitation is that maybe you feel like you haven't completed enough lessons, or you're trying to be courageous to take the hard knocks that are coming at you. But I think that they might be financial, and I think you're going to be okay. Yeah. But I think that you are trying to find courage, to tell this person you pick them. I think that's what's going on for you this week. All right. All right. Virgo, this is you. How are you, Virgo? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you, whether you're cross-watching a Virgo or you are a Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is for this week. It's for the next 7 days. And thank you if you were one of the Virgos that booked a reading with me over this time that I was having a sale. The sale is no longer, but there is still always room over at Wizio if you're interested in booking a reading. Please look in the description for the link to Wizio. That's where all the pricing is. All right, here we go, Virgo. This is for you for this week. Tell me about Virgo for the next 7 days. Virgo. I think you're going to be dropping some burdens with somebody that you're going to speak with. I think you've got something to say to the King of Wands. King of Wands is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Leo, but Aries and Sagittarius in a general reading. It feels like you're no longer going to be carrying burdens for somebody here. I think that you've decided you need a new beginning. I want to say that for some of you, it could be something rude that the King of Wands said. I'm just going to say this is a lot of masculine energy. It's fast moving. Maybe someone spoke out of line for some of you. For others of you, I feel like this King of Wands just keeps placing burden after burden after burden on you. This person is like the person who sits in front of the video games and lets you do all the cleaning. They treat you like mom, or they treat you like dad. And I mean, it goes both ways, right? There is somebody in this relationship who is very burdened, and the other person thinks they're the boss. And I think somebody's got something to say about that. Got the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Six of Swords. This king is lying to you. Feminine or masculine? It's King of Wands, but feminine or masculine energy. We don't know what energy is in there. It looks like a man, but feminine or masculine energy is what we're talking about. I don't think you trust this person, Virgo. I don't think you trust this person who could be a fire sign, sun, moon, or rising, Venus or Jupiter. The Nine of Pentacles in the reverse tells me that somebody is really struggling with confidence, struggling with money, struggling with really, do I even really want to be here? Do I really want to be here in this situation anymore? I think it's you. The Nine of Pentacles tells me that you've been carrying a lot of burdens, and the reason that you haven't moved on yet is because of self-confidence. It's because somebody has convinced you, and I'm just going to say, I'm not trying to give the King of Wands a bad rap, but I'm just going to say that somebody has said some things to you that I don't think were kind. I think they've pulled down your confidence in yourself. They've affected your pentacles. Maybe you struggle with the things that they say. It's just affected you. And I think that you want to move on, but I think you hesitate because you don't know, you don't want to be single anymore. Like you can't even imagine a life where you're single. What would I do with myself? And it feels like somebody who's been in a very long-term relationship or a long-term marriage. I feel like we're going to move on. I feel like some of you are just going to move on and, take this hit here. The Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Because I feel like, like right now it feels like your confidence in this relationship or this job or whatever the situation is destroying your self-confidence. And it's also costing you money. And if it's not money, it feels like you're drained, like you have no more energy to put toward this. We have the Knight of Pentacles. It's been going on for years, y'all. I really do feel like it's somebody who's been in a relationship, probably married, who is just like, I don't know how much longer I can do this thing. I'm not really sure. It's thoughts of moving on. It's not the action of moving on. It's the thoughts of moving on. And I think that this King of Wands is somebody who thinks they're in charge of you, and they just keep placing burden after burden after burden on you. And whether that is a burden about how you look, how you act, maybe your weight, whatever it is, somebody is poking at you. Ah, yes. I just saw a bird poking at the back of an eagle, poking at the back of the head of the eagle. But guess what? The eagle doesn't flinch, right? I feel like that's you. The eagle doesn't flinch. What the eagle does is flies to heights that are so high that it will just knock the bird out, because the eagle can fly higher than any other bird and still continue to breathe. So I feel like this is something that has been henpecking you to death. bleeding you out slowly. That's what it feels like. That this person who thinks that they are the one sitting on the throne, that they kind of own you. And I think you're like, no, I know you're lying to me. I know that's a lie. I know I have more confidence than this, but you've been in this for so long. It's almost like you can't leave. Yeah, it feels like you're trying to figure out a way to do this. So the ships that are coming in is the King of Swords, I'm going to say. And I think this is your victory. So for some of you who are in a marriage that is not working out, I feel like you are calling on the lawyer. That's who the King of Swords is for me. You're waiting for a call back from the lawyer because you're done with it. You need the victory. It's been a hard time. The Six of Wands is coming from a hard time and getting the victory. I think you're finally saying something, because you're making a super big decision about the Four of Cups. I'm bored as AF. I'm bored here. It's time to make a big decision about whether or not I'm going to throw my seeds of intention and nurture myself for once. Ten of Swords, it comes to an end. It sure does. I think you're the one that's popping the cork, though. I think you've been at a slow boil for a while, according to my readings, Virgo. And I think that this week is probably the week where you decide to at least entertain making the phone call to the lawyer. All right. Libra, this is you. Thank you so much for clicking here, Libra. I appreciate you for cross-watching a Libra. Thank you. Also, thank you if you're one of the Libras that booked an appointment with me over this time where I had a sale. The sale has ended, but thank you so much for your patronage, and I will be getting to all of those readings over the next 10 days. Those of you who are due today, you'll have that soon. All right. Tell me what's coming up for this week, the next 7 days. No matter when you find this, Libra, the next 7 days. What's coming up for Libra, please? What's coming up for Libra? Libra, for some of you, there is a relationship that may be ending, a long-term relationship. For others of you, I feel like what may be ending is the job that you've been in for a very long time. We have the Seven of Swords here with the Ten of Pentacles. It's like someone lied to you about the contract. Someone made it look better than it was. Someone acted like it was better than it was. They talked you into something, and I don't think that you had all the information. I don't think you had all the information before you turned me away. Wait a minute, sir. You kind of hurt my feelings. I don't know what she says after that. Something about meal ticket taste. It's like you got, what do we say out here? You have expensive taste and a baloney budget. It feels like somebody here sold you a package of something. That's what it feels like. Somebody that you know. And I don't think they sold you any goods. I think that maybe it feels like either a long-term relationship is coming to an end because of lies and deceit, or a long-term friendship because of the Three of Pentacles, a long-term partnership, maybe business, right? Because this is not cups, this is pentacles. It feels like there is some information or communication that's coming in. Yeah, somebody has something to say. You're going to find out that somebody's been lying to you, whether it's in a long-term relationship, a long-term job. And I think that I think it's time to end the charade. I want to say it's time to end. It's time to stop pretending that you don't see it, Libra. Somebody in this long-term relationship or long-term job is lying to you. They sold you some sort of package because they saw all the goods. Look, somebody saw that you're abundant. They saw that you're the Empress, feminine or masculine. You're the person who is very balanced. You're the person who loves to dote on people. You're the giver, the kind person, the one who is possibly in childbearing years or able to have children, right? Feminine or masculine. And I feel like the Empress is here, and the reason that they weren't completely honest with you about the length of the 10 Pentacles, because understand when it comes up, it's a long-term relationship, but what is long-term for you? It could be 2 years. It could be a year. It could be, maybe you've never been in a relationship that lasted more than a year. That could be for you, right? And it's different for everybody. But I feel like that they talked you into this because they saw your worth. They saw that you, like, there's no upgrade from the Empress. The Empress is the upgrade. So they saw that you were everything. And I think that there's something they didn't tell you, and you figure it out here. It's that you have no life. All you do is work, eat, sleep, work, eat, sleep. You're very busy. Maybe it doesn't pay as much as you wanted it to, so you have to work twice as hard. It feels like what's coming to an end here is this. I feel like you're going to be telling somebody here, you didn't give me the whole picture. You didn't give me all the information before you turned me away. And it feels like, that's Alanis Morissette, by the way, See Right Through You, I think it's called. There might be some messages in that song for you. I'm clairaudient, and so things always come to me in music. They have all my life. Make a song out of anything. All right. So I think what's coming to the end here is that I feel like what's coming to an end is you might be the person who's doing all the work in the relationship, or you might be the person who is the breadwinner, bringing home the money, right? But it feels like somebody didn't give you all the information here. We've got the Five of Wands in the reverse, and it feels like you're no longer going to be in indecision. It feels like you're going to be making a decision here, and I think the Ten of Swords is like, I'm bringing this to an end. I can't hang out here and be the everything to somebody. And the Empress can be the everything, right? She can be the everything to someone, but I feel like someone sold you a package that they didn't deliver on. Whether that's love, whether that was a contract you signed for work. And I think that you're bringing it to an end. And it's going to be ugly. It's going to be an ugly ending. Because this person makes you stay in balance for them. It's almost like you're the circus show. It's like they throw whatever they can throw at you, and then you're the one that's supposed to keep it all in balance because they see you're the Empress, right? All right, look at that. It's a choice. You're the one who's making the choice to close this, to close with the 10 swords here, because I feel like you're going to turn toward yourself here and work on you. Time to stop the games. And I feel like you're going to beautify your home, make your home beautiful, right? You can see that she's painting on the butterfly. I really do think that when you turn inward, working on the self, the Eight of Pentacles is that. It's working on self-mastery. I feel like it's time for you to adorn yourself. Go out there, change your hair, get your nails done, buy a new outfit. I feel like it's time for you to update life, not just your look on the outside, but on the inside. Maybe it's psychology or psychiatry or whatever it is that's going to help you work that out on the inside. But the Four of Wands here tells me that I feel like you're going to start spending time with you. You make a decision here, I feel, to bring some sort of a relationship to an end, even though you know it's a soulmate connection here. I think that you know that, but I think you're making the choice to let it go in favor of yourself. Yes, in favor of yourself, my friend. I love it. So you're not going to hesitate anymore. You're the damn Empress. There you go. You're walking away. Look, I can't write it. No more hesitation. The Empress is walking away. She knows her worth. I say she because there's a woman on the card, but please remember, we're not reading body parts here. It's feminine and masculine energy. Look at that beautiful energy. I love it. I think that you need to start being comfortable with being uncomfortable, with not knowing what's coming up. And I think that's beautiful. That truly is the fool's journey. Not knowing what's coming up, stepping off the edge, taking the leap of faith, but this time you're doing it with you. You're going to save your money, beautify your home, maybe buy a house. I feel like you're going to make your family happy. You're going to spend more time with your family. And I feel like it's all because of this person who lied to you. You see what I mean? Like the things that happen to us that we don't necessarily savor, they're all teaching us lessons and bringing us to here. This person had other people in the DMs, my friend. The Six of Pentacles shows up. And the Six of Pentacles is, yeah, while they were with you, they were certainly giving you all of their attention. But you're not getting all the attention because they're sharing it with everybody else. And I think this is something that you came across, knowledge that you dug up. This person may have told you, or someone else may have told you, that they have another love. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, friend. All right. Libra, look, I feel like you go straight into self-care mode, and I think it's going to be beautiful. Yep. All right. Scorpio, this is you. How are you, my friends? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. Thank you for booking your appointments if you were one of the Scorpios that I read for so far. Thank you for taking advantage of the sale, which is now over. But of course, there's always going to be other sales. All right, here we go. Scorpio, look at this. All right, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the next 7 days, my friend. There is a choice that you have to make here, Scorpio. A choice. Tell me about Scorpio's choice. What is going on here for Scorpio, please? You have to make a decision, my friend. You're making a choice. And I think that one of the choices that you're making is that I got to be more fun. I got to have more fun. I got to be less scared. I got to do things that are outside of my comfort zone. This person's very brave, the 9 of Wands. I got to do things outside my comfort zone. For others of you, this person may be someone that you're dealing with. Maybe you've been dealing with in the recent past. Recent past is yesterday or before that, anytime. Queen of Wands is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. She is Sagittarius, but Aries and Leo for a reading that is general. We have Libra energy, not Libra, but Gemini energy here. I want to say that somebody here is very attracted to another person. Try and give you all the scenarios, right? Somebody here is very attracted to another person, incredibly attracted, very attracted to their sexual energy, very attracted to them on the outside and the inside. Someone who is very, very much a go-getter. Like that person's always out there hustling, doing their thing, right? Winning the game. And I feel like that somebody is about to make a choice about the Queen of Wands, and it's scary. Scary AF. The Queen of Wands might be someone who is currently in your life, or the recent past, like yesterday or before that. Tell me more. I feel like you're the go-getter. I feel like you are going to go get that person. The Lovers is here. How's that going to unfold? You need to drop some burdens with this Queen of Wands. It feels like you've been carrying something that's very heavy. I feel like what you've been carrying is that you're kind of scared to get into a full-blown relationship. 10 of Cups is here. That you know that if you step over this threshold and you put down your burdens, there's nothing left blocking you from the 10 of Cups. And I think it scares you. Yeah. Tell me why. Coming to the ends of cycles here. The 10 of Wands turns to the Ace of Wands. The 10 of Cups turns to the Ace of Cups. And I think that you are about to tell somebody or reveal to somebody that you're very attracted to them and that you have a lot of feelings for them. Or take it as it resonates. Could be someone coming toward you, right? Flip it as you need to, my friend. Just don't try and make it fit. All right, this is someone that you've had a difference of opinion with. And I think that's been burdensome. It was either the last phone call, the last text, whatever you two said to each other, the very last thing that you said has been playing on your mind for a very long time. You've not been able to stop thinking about it. It's been very burdensome, and it could be someone that you're very attracted to or had feelings for. I feel like you do choose this person. I feel like you know that there's a soulmate connection here or a deep soul connection, but it's become burdensome because the last thing that you said or that they said to you is something that's kind of been burnt into your mind. And I think it was because of some sort of a disagreement or something we couldn't agree on, a fundamental difference, something that we keep arguing about. It's something that doesn't have a resolution, just goes round and round and round. Tell me about the Five of Swords, please. Got the Seven of Pentacles, we've got the Hermit in reverse and the Fool. So I do feel like you are coming out of hiding, my friend. That it's been a very long time. You've been waiting. It's time to come out of hiding. I feel like the Hermit being here says that you have enough wisdom to be able to get through this Five of Swords. I feel like you're trying to find wisdom because you don't want to repeat the cycle, which is good. These two cycles are repeating, and that's fine. Dropping burdens is good. Going to the Ace of Wands is chasing something that you're passionate about. Or someone, right? And then the 10 of Cups being the Ace. So it feels like that we couldn't agree on. Might have been just because somebody here was very troubled. Like, listen, like trauma's a thing, right? Maybe somebody was very troubled, was carrying a lot. Could be you, could be them. I feel like you're ready to take a leap off the edge. I think that you're ready for the leap of faith. And I think you're going to open conversation and try and start a new chapter with somebody. Here's the Tower. It's a realization that you do want the 10, but you know it has to start at the 1. It has to start at the Ace of Cups. You want all the cups. You'll get them, but you have to be brave enough to be able to step step away from the tower and let it fall. So I feel like whatever upheaval and change is coming, I feel like it's a good thing. And I feel like it's a good thing because what it's going to do is help you close chapters. And it's these two, I feel, are going to be closed within this chapter. You could be dealing with someone who is also a Scorpio or Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, someone who's also a fixed sign. But I want to say that there's double Scorpio right here. Just saying. Yeah, I think you finally allow the tower to fall. It's time for you to end so something else can begin. After this hard conversation, I think it ended. But the realization is that it was never over. That's the illusion. That's the illusion that was falling. It was never over. So what we can do is we can shut the door on how we used to speak to each other, and we can move forward and speak to each other in a better way. Let's just end the cycle, be really honest with each other, but in a very kind way. In a very kind and healing way. We can do it. We can keep it balanced and still be honest and still be kind. We can we can break out of this place of the Ten of Swords, right? Where there's silence and things ended badly. And that's what I think it is coming up on the Five of Swords. It ended badly because of harsh words. But I think somebody here wants to connect with somebody else. I think it's you that wants to connect with somebody else, but take it as it resonates. We've got Sagittarius, we've got Aquarius energy here, but also Libra and Gemini. All right. It is that week. It feels like you have had a realization, my friend, of what you want. I'm not aware of too many things. I know what I know, if you know what I mean. That's Edie Brickell and the New Bohemians. It feels like you know what you want, is what I'm going to take from that. It really feels like you know what you want. All right. Sagittarius, this is you, my friend. Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you so much. If you are a Sagittarius that did book a reading over the time that I have this sale that ended yesterday, thank you for doing that. If you haven't had your reading yet, it's coming. Promise. Just trying to keep up. And I just haven't been feeling great. Okay, here we go. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week ahead. No, for this week. Sorry, the next 7 days. We have the Eight of Swords. Okay. The Eight of Swords is here with the Six of Swords in the reverse. So Sagittarius, you're feeling stuck in the mind, something you can't stop thinking about. It's obsessive thinking. The Six of Swords tells me that you find that you can't move along. You can't move ahead. It feels like you're stuck. And it's because you're not realizing some sort of a lesson here, a lesson with the King of Pentacles. And when we don't realize lessons, it tends to go over and over and over again. Look, we go from the Ace to the 10 to the Ace to the 10, right? We keep completing cycles. And I feel like there is a lesson here to be learned with you and this Taurus. Of course, Virgo and Capricorn, because it's a general reading. There's something that you're missing here in the lesson with Taurus. The Six of Swords tells me it's in the reverse, which means you're not moving anywhere and you're very stuck. And you can't stop thinking about this King of Pentacles. Tell me about Sag, please. Now, it doesn't have to be that this person is an earth sign, but this person has the energy of the King of Pentacles, which means that they're probably someone who's very financially stable. They have a business. This person is someone who doesn't have to look for opportunity. Opportunity chases them down, right? This person has the Midas touch. Everything they touch turns to gold. They make money out of anything. People are willing to just throw money at them. Yes. I've seen this in action with a friend, actually, who is a Virgo, who's definitely the King of Pentacles. And I saw someone literally, as I was standing in the yard talking to him, someone walked into his yard and said, "That's a beautiful boulder. I need that for my yard. Can I buy that from you?" That's the kind of thing that goes on with the King of Pentacles. You don't have to manifest it barely. You just got to think about it, and it appears when you're at the King of Pentacles energy. All right. We have the Page of Cups, so it is about feelings here. We have the Page of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. It feels like this relationship that you have with the King of Pentacles is a relationship that is kind of stuck at the Page of Cups. It's stuck there, the Three of Pentacles. It almost feels like at times this person pushes you into the friend zone. I feel like there is feelings here. I feel like you're very emotional as you think about all the things you've done with the Taurus or Virgo or Capricorn. It feels though like with the Three of Pentacles here, it almost feels like we're going backwards. It's like we were together and now it's kind of friend zone. We're kind of acting, like we have affection for each other. It's not full-blown love. It almost feels like it's winding down or winding back. And it feels like you're stuck there. Like you're stuck waiting for the King of Pentacles. And thinking about them for sure. Thinking about this partnership. We've got the Five of Swords in the reverse. So I feel like what's going on here is that there's a lot of differences between you that are either deal breakers or it's going to take years and years to reconcile them. I feel, though, that you would like to do that you would like to reconcile some sort of conversation that you had with the King of Pentacles. The Five of Swords for me is, I don't want to fight anymore. Let's just reconnect. Let's try and find a happy medium. I think it has to do with the Page of Cups. It's like you're stuck. You can't move forward in love because it feels like you're not sure what's going on with this relationship with the King of Pentacles. You could be friends with the King of Pentacles. Maybe you want more. Maybe you're friends with the King of Pentacles and you want more. But I feel like there is a point here at which we have to agree to disagree. I don't want to fight anymore. And let's talk about our fundamental differences. The Ace of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. Yeah, this is going to be the last conversation, I believe. I believe that in this conversation, in this reconnecting or trying to talk about our differences, the Ace of Cups is here. And so I feel like your person might have the Page of Cups and you have the Ace of Cups. You're standing there waiting. Here's my cup. Here's all of my energy, all of my love. I think that you keep pouring onto them and they're not really reciprocating in the way that you're pouring onto them. You're at the crossroads of your life. It feels like the ultimatum is coming. That you are going to give this King of Pentacles the ultimatum. Are we friends or are we lovers? There is no reconciliation here. I think y'all are going to just stay friends. Why do these cards keep flipping on like this? We have the Six of Cups in the reverse. So there is an irreconcilable difference here. That's what it feels like. The Six of Cups is in the reverse and it almost becomes incidental as to whether they are a soulmate or not. And I've said this before, quit putting labels on people's foreheads because you can meet up with a broken person who is a soulmate as well, someone who's not willing to learn the lessons that you've learned. And I feel like it becomes sort of a place of, do we really even like each other anymore? Are we really friends? Do we really have this deep connection? For some of you, it is a King of Pentacles that you want to get together with and have a conversation with, someone who is a friend. But I don't know if the King of Pentacles wants to do it. I don't know if the King of Pentacles wants this reconciliation. This person doesn't think that you are the soulmate. I think that you think they are the soulmate, but I think that you're going to end up single, holding your cup for someone else. Because we've got the Two of Wands here. I feel like you're at the brink. That it depends on their answer and what they say. And I feel as if they are someone who is completely honest with you and says like, this is done, I think you're like, I'm done then. One more. There you are. You get your justice either way, my friend. Whether or not this works out, you get your karmic justice. Because if this person says no and walks away, they're not for you. And if you stay with them, it's going to crash and burn. They feel their own self-worth, but this person is someone who is kind of like a lone wolf. It feels like they kind of do what they want to do when they want to do it. They don't need anybody by their side. They don't need a soulmate. And I feel like you, even though they're making this decision that might not make you happy, you're the one getting karmic justice here. I feel like you do end up single, but you also end up with that Ace of Cups, and whether that's love for yourself or love another, at least you still have the Ace of Cups. You can give it to somebody else or you can keep it for you. All right. Let's take a look at you, Capricorn. Thanks for clicking here, Capricorn. I appreciate you, or if you're cross-watching a Cap, thank you for that. Thank you if you are one of the Capricorns that booked a reading with me over the sale time. The sale is now done, but I still do have openings for readings. Private readings, if you're interested, look in the description. You'll see the link for Wizio and my email address if you need any information. I don't answer information in emails about prices because that's over at Wizio. All right, here we go. All right, what's this? Capricorn, you have karmic justice here. Things are about to to go back into balance. It feels like I'm telling you that you've been out of balance for a long time. And it feels like you've got some sort of message from the higher self. It also could mean that you've realized your worth. You've realized that you're on your own path, and whoever's not on your path is not a problem for you. That might be the justice. Could be dealing with Libra or Taurus. Tell me more about Capricorn, please. We have the Hanged Man. Interesting. You now see it clearly for what it was. So I'm going to say that for some of you, the Hierophant could be a relationship. And I feel as though the scales come into play, you get your karmic justice, but I think that it's in hindsight. Because here is the realization. Being in the being in the Hanged Man energy, you're waiting for inspiration, right? You can see when we're in the reverse, the inspiration is there. But it feels like you're kind of looking over a situation in hindsight. It may have been some sort of a commitment, whether you're married or not. And it feels like you're now seeing things for what they really are. You're looking at things from another point of view. It's almost as if you can look at the situation now by standing outside the situation and looking into it. So it feels like you get some sort of relief with knowing that you've got the karmic justice. You see it for what it is. Your gut kept telling you, but you didn't listen. I think that the justice tells me that something has come to an end. You're the Magician. You know now that you are the Magician, and you can say whatever the hell you want. It feels like this was a verbal contract, is what I want to say. So this commitment here was a verbal contract. It was like moving in together, saying what you say. I promise to do this. I promise to do that. I feel like it is not marriage, but I want to say that I feel like somebody was stuck there. Justice to me is one sword. She holds one sword, and then we have the Ace of Swords. That's two. Oh, we have three. One in the hand of the Magician, which tells me that it was disappointing or heartbreaking. And I think that you see that now. You see it in hindsight, though, that this was just a verbal commitment. And the verbal commitment, I feel, ended. The Magician tells me that you know your worth now. Like, I feel like while you were stuck in the situation, that you didn't see how disappointing it was. It's almost like you had to get out of the situation to look back at it, Capricorn, to see it exactly for what it was. You could have been dealing with a Pisces, a Taurus, a Libra, an Aries. Got the Five of Swords. And I want to say that what probably ended it all, what made you move on, was fundamental differences. It's like you and they had different ideas. And a lot of people will ignore this, the fundamental differences. They'll ignore it because the person on the outside looks good. And it's unfortunately a trap. Yeah, it's a trap. So I feel like somebody gave you a lot of words. They said all the things you wanted to hear with the Hierophant. They said all the things that you wanted to hear to make you accept their path. And I think that you took it hook, line, and sinker. And I mean, you had no reason not to. This person looked like a spiritual teacher or someone who had your best life at heart. It feels like that you felt that this person maybe was someone who was leading you down a great path. But I think that all they would give you was a verbal commitment. And that was it. And it might have been because they were married. I'm just saying justice is here. Or maybe it's you. Take it as it resonates. But the Five of Swords here tells me that there was, things that we couldn't reconcile on. And so we moved on. So 5 and 1 is 6. 6 swords tells me that somebody moved on. And I think that the reason that you moved on is because you finally saw your worth. Yeah, looking back at it, you're like, oh, I let that go on. But now you see your worth, right? And so now you can erase the slate and start again. Because I think now you see the situation for what it was on all ends. Yeah, I'm looking at somebody sitting on a chair in a room with 4 corners. It's like now you can see that, and that. It's like nothing is obstructed from you now. We have the 4 of Pentacles. And you're letting it go. You're releasing it, my friend. You're releasing the lies. It feels like you really do understand the Magician energy now. You understand that you're the captain of the ship. And what you say goes. I feel like somebody here was lying to you, so you released them. But in that, you found your self-worth. And I think it was always there. I'm going to be honest with you. Capricorn, I think it was always there. It was just hidden from you. You couldn't see it. Maybe it's because you were in the hangman energy. Maybe you weren't looking for it, weren't looking for another point of view other than the one you already had. But I think you finally get karmic justice. You get karmic justice, you realize that you are the captain of the ship, and whatever way you decide to float the boat is the way it's going. Everyone else can get in or get out. It's going to change your life. I love this. It's a lesson that is changing your life. Look, I'm sorry that someone was stupid to you. I'm sorry that someone lied to you. I'm sorry that someone kind of tried to manipulate you. That's what it feels like. They tried to manipulate you, but I think you caught on. And I think now your life is about to change in the best way. Look at this. Look at that. That's beautiful. We've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. Whoever I'm talking to, you broke the chain. You realized it and you got out. Now look, maybe you stayed for 10 years before you did. That's okay. Don't feel bad about it, because I'm telling you that the next time someone comes along that is like this person, you're not even going to let it get to the third date. You're going to recognize it right away. It's like a muscle. You keep stretching that muscle and keep learning about situations like this. You learn lessons that you keep with you for the rest of your life. You start to pick out liars. You start to release them early, because look what's happening here. It feels like you're investing in yourself, and there is some beautiful faded changes that are in divine timing. You learned this lesson at the best possible time, and you're changing your life. Bravo to you. I love that. That's like my favorite read so far today. That's awesome. Good job, Capricorn. I love it. You're letting it go. Let it go. Let it go. Right? Sorry, got the frog voice today. Excuse me. All right. All right, who we got here? We've got Aquarius. That's you. Aquarius, thank you for clicking here. And thank you so much if you're an Aquarius who has booked a reading with me over this time where I had a sale. It's no longer on, but there still is room over at Wizio if you're interested in booking a private reading with me. Thank you so much for all of the ways you love me. All right, here we go. Aquarius, this is for you for the next 7 days, a sneak peek for this week. Sorry it's late. I've just been under the weather a little bit is all, but I felt better today to read for you. Here we go. Tell me about Aquarius, please. The next 7 days. Whenever you find it, it'll always be for the next 7 days. All right. Aquarius, we got the 4 cups, the 6 of wands, and the 10 of cups. Tired of waiting. Yeah. Tired of waiting for your 10 cups, my friend. Things are about to change. I'm just going to say. I feel like you have come from a place that's been really hard emotionally. I feel like you keep offering your cup and people keep turning it down. I feel like you're looking for love, but love isn't looking for you. And we've got 2 cups that are full. This third one is, but this Ace of Cups is empty. So it feels like you're tired of waiting. I want to say that coming in, oh my gosh, look at this. Coming in the future is something really beautiful. It could be money. Understand, pentacles are energy. They're not money only. This is abundance, is what it is. And if you Google the word abundance, you'll see that it means a lot of stuff, right? We have the sun is shining on the Ace of Pentacles. Something is about to happen that's going to change your life, and you've been waiting for it for a very long time. What is this? Oh, look at this. This is very neat. There was a second, I had this card in this deck. So there's a second Ace of Pentacles that showed up. Very interesting. And you know what? This deck does that a lot. I should check. These decks are made by the same company and they just fit together so well. I've done that before where I've shuffled them and didn't realize one was there. Okay. So I think that I'm going to put this over here. And I think that what's happening here is something is amazing that's going to change your life. It's going to change your pentacle life, your energy. It might switch up things for you. You're going to start seeing things very clearly. If you've not been feeling well, you're going to start feeling better. It feels like things are going to start moving in your way. And it's been a very long time that I think you've been stuck in some sort of energy here, Aquarius. Look, it's not bad to get 2 aces of pentacles. I'm just saying. Just saying. All right. So I think, yeah, you're tired of waiting. And I feel like you're getting offers. Like, I feel like people are looking at you, that you're beautiful to look at, that they like you. I feel like people are cheering you on. Like, I think that people say to you, God, you're so strong, Aquarius. And that's true, right? You've been through so many things. And it feels like you've come from a place that was really hard or dark. It's like the fight. You know, the Six of Wands is about getting victory after the fight, right? Fighting for something. We've got the Eight of Wands here. We've got the Queen of Wands. Interesting. It feels like either somebody's reaching out to you or you're reaching out to somebody else. It feels like things are about to pick up here. That's what I want to say. We go from the 6 to the 8, and then we get the Queen of Wands involved, and that's the one who is the go-getter, right? The one who's going to get what they want. I don't care what you think. You can give me your advice, but I'm going to color outside the lines anyway. I'm going to do my own thing. This person is someone who's a real go-getter. I think that you are going to get what you want because you want it. I think that you're mentioning it to the universe. I feel like it's like better if you make a very broad request of the universe. Like, I feel like all of those cups should be one like a different thing in all of those cups. Like, not that you want that person, first and last name, date of birth, and their sign. You don't. I think that you're supposed to stop focusing on one particular person and make your request to the universe a little more broad, is what I want to say. So the person who pours into me like I pour into them, the person who's going to be the one who comes to get me, someone I'm not going to have to worry about if they're cheating. It's not, you know what I mean? It's like, it feels like you are going to be making requests of the universe that are of a broader sense emotionally. So for some of you, you could have a Queen of Wands that is going to connect with you. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. This is Sagittarius, Aries and Leo in this reading because it's general. Or you could be the one reaching out to communicate to a Queen of Wands. Take it as it resonates. This is feminine or masculine. All the cards are. We're reading energies here. We're not reading body parts. We have the Eight of Cups. Interesting. I want to say that somebody has decided to leave a situation and they're on their way to you, or they're about to contact you and let you know that they realized over the full moon possibly that they were settling for 8 cups, that they weren't really in love. The only thing standing between the 10 of Cups and the 8 of Cups is the Queen. So either someone's communicating with you or you're communicating with another. Somebody's coming to get you or you're going to get someone else. Take it as it resonates. The Eight of Cups is somebody who is headed towards the Queen because they understand that the Queen is the one who is the Two of Cups. Because we go 8 to 10, right? All right. I could be speaking to someone who's not really been feeling well for a while. The Temperance in the reverse is that for me. It's like things are kind of off balance, or you feel off balance. Things are not necessarily meshing in your life. It feels like a series of really awkward turns, and it feels like it's been that way for a while, for a very long time. Temperance in the reverse could be like it's been a no for a very long time, like you haven't been communicating with this person for a while, and it's been overwhelming. I think that the distance or the long time that you're waiting, I want to say, is a bit of an illusion, because it was supposed to be this way. It's like we call it separation. We call it whatever we call it, that you've been separated from somebody else. But I think it's a little bit of them and a little bit of you. I'm going to say that I feel like you are the one who's maybe not been in the best of health, or maybe it's them, but it's been a long time that we've been feeling this way. And I don't mean that your health is bad. I mean, like, maybe you're feeling sad, maybe you're feeling emotional, maybe, you know what I mean? Like it feels like a whole lot of things when Temperance is in the reverse. But it is one thing for sure, imbalance on something. For a very long time, things have been out of balance. And it's been overwhelming. And you just want some reciprocity, but you don't know if this person is giving to other people. Who's in the Eight of Cups, please? Who's communicating? Somebody who you haven't talked to in a very long time. It could be a Taurus, doesn't have to be. Could be a Pisces. Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. We've got Virgo here. We've got Sagittarius here. I feel like somebody is communicating with you that you haven't talked to in a while. It could be maybe 3 or 4 days, but it could be 3 or 4 months as well. We have the Pisces and Taurus here. They could have those. The person you're dealing with could have those particular signs. Doesn't have to be. don't know, maybe this person, I just saw the Knight of Wands. Maybe this person didn't give you the best feeling of being stable the last time that you spoke with them. We have the Magician and the Seven of Wands. We have the Nine of Cups as well. And it feels like with the Nine of Cups that there is, one cup to be added here, right? The one up here. The one cup to be added is going to give us the 9. And somebody's holding their ground on the 9. I feel like the person who's walked away from the 8 is bringing a cup to you. That's what it feels like. And your cup is here. You're the Magician. It's up to you as to whether you want to receive or not. I think that you're going to stand your ground and say, look, you got to see my worth. And please understand, I'm the one that's in control here. And I feel like you're standing your ground on that energy. It feels like two people have parted and are coming back together. And if that's the truth, I feel like it's coming back together in a different way. And I don't necessarily feel like it's going to be in a way of cups. I feel like the only cups we see here are the 10, but I think we have to get through the 8 first. And somebody has to reach out and speak to whoever this person is, whether it's you or them. Somebody has to make they have to make the reach out. Yeah, they have to send the message. All right. You're going to get balance. You're going to get karmic justice. Look at that, 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like for some of you, you are going to get karmic balance. You're probably at the crossroads here as it pertains to love, because you know your love's important. You know that you're the Queen of Cups, and you know that you give all of yourself. Completely all of your energy, all of yourself, all of your love. So please give it to somebody who is actually your person. And I feel like you're at the crossroads of your life, wondering where your soulmate is. This person could be a soulmate, possibly. I do see romance here under the bottom of the deck as well. But I think that you're the one that's going to make the decision. And for some of you, I think you're going to send this person on their way. They took too long. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Last but not least, my Pisces tribe. I'm your Pisces sister. It's in my moon sign. Thank you so much if you have booked a reading over the last little bit where we had the sale there. The sale is over now, but if you're interested in a private read, please know all the information you need is in the description. Readings begin at $40, Pisces. Okay, here it is. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Oh, I like it. What's this? Oh my goodness. Pisces, here it comes. We've been talking about it in your readings for a little bit, right? Something that you feel rumbling in the distance, that you feel in your gut, that you have a knowing about. Whatever it is that you have a knowing about, I believe is about to show up, my friend. And you are going to be like, I didn't realize I was this psychic. Because it feels like you have a realization. There's a realization, you see things clear, somebody's coming at you. I feel like you have this breakthrough moment as this person approaches you. I think you always knew that this new chapter was coming, but you didn't know what it would look like, so it was hard to imagine, right? It could be a Leo that's coming at you or an Aries. Are you kidding me? Look at that. Ooh. Just got head to toe chills, my friend. That's a lot of big energy. Look, those are major arcanas. You don't have any choice in that. All of this stuff is coming at you. All you can do is react or respond. You're going to have to make some decisions coming up. Because I think somebody here is going to ask you to take a clear leap with them. Somebody who sees you as their partner. Somebody who really sees you. Look at that. Someone who really sees you. They really look at you and they see you for who you are. Not for what they want you to be, not for the potential of who you might be, but who you actually are. This person recognizes you. It's like a soul recognition. And I want to say that maybe the last time you saw them, there was no soul recognition on their end or your end. Somebody here was faltering in that, but the sun is here. We're not hiding a damn thing. Nothing can hide from the sun. Tell me about Pisces. This is kind of exciting, Pisces. I'm very excited for you. All right, let's take a look. We have the King of Swords. There is someone who needs to speak with you pronto. And the King of Swords is the one who's going to be very honest, very truthful, very transparent. There is no way that the King of Swords can hide. The King of Swords doesn't want to hide when they're in the upright, by the way. And for me, though, this person is the one who is the lawyer or the judge or the magistrate, someone who has a lot of words. And those words are very convincing because that's what they do for a living. They're either a public speaker. I also see this as someone who might be like a life coach. It feels like this person, they could be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. This is Aquarius, but Libra and Gemini, because this is a general read. We've got Gemini here. We've got Leo and Aries. So, for some of you, you could have a Leo or an Aries that's coming to you to be very, very honest with you. A very honest and open conversation about how we feel about each other here. Because I think that you, or they, take it as it resonates, you may have offered a cup to this person and they ignored it. And they ignored it because they were already in another thing. So whether that's many things or one thing, it feels like you were the odd man out. The odd woman or the odd man out. And with the Ace of Cups here, this person has never stopped looking at that offer. And I think that this King of Swords is coming in to talk about that this week in the next 7 days. I feel like you're going to get communication, and it's going to be straightforward and to the point. There's going to be no flirting, no fun. It's going to be, hey, I need to talk to you. Can you meet me here? It feels like it's very honest. So I want to say that you did offer someone your cup. I feel like that person didn't take it because they were already in a thing, whether they were dating or married. And I feel as though you still stand alone. You still stand alone as this Ace of Cups and waiting for this person to become available. I think your person, whoever it is, whether it's you or them, somebody still has their eye on the cup. They never stopped looking at it. They never stopped looking at the possibility that you would be together with them. For some of you, it could be two energies. For some of you, this could be something that has happened over and over again. Like it feels like you can never win in a relationship. Maybe you offered a cup to the King of Coins, the King of Pentacles. Maybe you offered a cup to the King of Swords. That's not how I'm feeling it. Take it as it resonates. It's your reading, right? What I am feeling is that you offered somebody everything. I feel like you offered them stability in love, stability in like pulling them out of their place of boredom. I feel like you offered them stability, money, being grounded. I feel like you're someone who's financially well off. I think that you probably are someone who works a lot, and that you're kind of becoming bored with the whole King of Pentacles idea. I mean, being a King of Pentacles is necessary in your life. And I feel like you're financially well off. I think your business is going good, or you're making good money at the job that you're at. Whatever it is, you're winning. I feel like you're winning. Could be them, could be you. But I feel like this person is coming to you to talk to you. They're kind of going to bust into your world a little bit. And I don't think that you expect it. I don't think that you ever expected that this person still had their eye on the Ace of Cups. Tell me what we're going to talk about. What does the Sun bring? This King of Swords, their purpose for coming in is they want a new beginning with you. Or for some of you, it could be the King of Pentacles. Could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Tell me what is going to be illuminated under the sun. What's the breakthrough moment? That this has taken a very long time. This is someone you haven't seen for years. This isn't someone that you saw last week or last month. This is someone that you haven't spoken to in maybe a year or more. We have the swords. Ten of Swords is in the reverse. And it feels like somebody is holding off the inevitable. It feels like it's taken a long time, but we're holding off the inevitable that this cycle should have closed a long time ago. But I don't think anybody wants to close it. I don't think you want to let it go, and I don't think they want to let it go. But it's inevitable. It's going to close. And when I say a cycle is closing, look, it goes to the 10, and then it goes back to the Ace, right? We got to close old cycles of silence and arguing and fighting. And whatever the 10 of Swords represents, that was painful and awful. Somebody's trying to avoid the painful ending. And I feel like somebody is leaving their foot in the door. That's what it feels like. Either you or them is leaving their foot in the door so we can talk about this at a later date. We've got the Devil, but somebody here is really worried. Yeah. And then the Nine of Swords comes out. Really worried about what they're going to say. They're worried that you're going to send them away, or they are worried that you're going to send them away and end the cycle, or that they've decided that maybe they'll decide as the king just to cut you out, because the king does that. Going to get all the facts and the honesty and all of that, and then I'm going to make my decision as to whether we're going to cut you out or not. I've got 10 swords here, but first we're going to have a conversation that's very honest. Yeah, it's going to pull you off balance just a little bit, Pisces. If you're someone who is a business owner, I feel like it's going to interfere in that. And I feel like you've been waiting for this single person to come along. But I feel like when they do come along, you're really busy. You're very much into working, or you're trying to rest because of overtime or something like that. With the Eight of Cups, we've got the Knight of Cups and the Two of Swords. Someone here is making a decision to walk away from another relationship because they have feelings for you. It's like this King of Swords possibly is someone who might be ending something to begin something. Yeah, they were in a Ten of Cups relationship, but understand that's the end of the line. That's the 10, right? It goes to the Ace after that. So this person, I feel like the 10 of Cups has come to an end. We're going back to the Ace, and they're bringing the Ace with them, because that's what the Knight of Cups shows. And I think it's even surprising to them that they've decided to move on. Because I think that somebody here, you might be in their past, because this boat is pointing to the past, which is that way. And it's a surprise. Surprise from the past for some of you. Someone has ended something. I think it's the King of Swords, and that person is about to come forward. And I think you've been sad about, missing the Emperor. But the Emperor is bringing in the last pentacle. There we go. So while you've been sitting here feeling sad about the way that things have ended, I feel like somebody has been planning something secretly, quietly. They've been planning to bring in this Ace of Pentacles. All right. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you, Pisces, so much for watching. And I'm going to leave a link up at the end of this video here if you haven't seen the last Pisces reading. And thank you so much for coming here. I'll be back because I'm always back. And I love you guys. I'm out for now. Bye-bye.